Hi, in this video we're going to talk about some of the things we really like about the corded Shark Rocket stick vacuum with 0M technology, and that's this guy right here. Now, we happen to have model ZS350C. It's very much the same as model ZS351, but I believe the tool set is a little different, and we'll touch on that in just a minute. So what do you get when you buy your Shark Rocket with 0M? Well, I've got it laid out here. Let's take a look. First, you've got your handheld. It comes with the filters installed, a wand, and here is your cleaner head with 0M technology. We'll be talking about the 0M technology a little bit later. We've got a couple of tools here. We have a crevice tool and what they call a pet multi-tool, where the face comes off. This is kind of a stiff bristled face, good for, I guess, pulling up stuck-on debris. This becomes an upholstery tool, which is good for picking up pet hair, and that just clips back on. This is a wall mount, should you want to use it, and of course a quick start guide and an owner's manual. Now, I mentioned we've got model ZS350C, and we got these two tools and the wall mount. My understanding is if you've got model ZS351, you're going to get a longer crevice tool with a brush that will slide down to the front and can be pulled back. You're going to get the same pet multi-tool. You're also going to get the same wall mount, but you will also get an onboard tool clip, and that will clip to the wand and allow you to carry two of the tools. Another great thing about the vacuum is that it's a two-in-one machine. That means it's both a stick vacuum and a handheld vacuum. So as you can see here, this is stick vac mode, and all we have to do is press this button here, and you've got a hand vacuum. Now you can put tools directly on the end of the hand vacuum. Go ahead and do some work there. If you want extra reach, you can use the wand. You can detach it from the cleaner head. There's actually just a little button here. Typically you press on this with your foot. You can use your fingers as well. Pops the cleaner head right off. Now we can put the wand on the end of the handheld here, and if we want, we can even put a tool on the end of that. Now you've got all sorts of extra reach. Great for overhead cleaning, maybe getting into some tough, tight little areas, but having the two-in-one feature, pretty handy. The filters on this vacuum are easy to access, and they can all be rinsed in water and reused. Now we've got two pre-motor filters here and a post-motor filter under here. I'll quickly show them to you. To access your pre-motor filters, there's a little clip here, just pops right off. We've got a sponge filter here and a felt filter. Typically you want to clean these guys maybe once a month or so. This all goes back together very easy. Under here is your post-motor filter. You can see it here. I won't really take it out. This guy you want to clean. I think Shark recommends something like once every 9 months or so. And this typically pops back in pretty easy. Where are we? Here we are. Just like that. Now, one thing about the filters, they can be rinsed in water and reused, which is great, but you know, it's not like they last forever. Shark, we've looked at the manual. Shark is saying you still have to replace these pre-motors about once every 2.5 years, and the post-motor filter about once every 3 years. We like that the vacuum has headlights. It's pretty handy when you're vacuuming in like a dimly lit area. You might see debris and stuff that you might otherwise miss. We're going to turn the vacuum on here, and you'll see that the headlights come on automatically when the vacuum is turned on. Okay, now one other thing is that if we take this off here and we're talking about just the handheld, well, they've actually put another little light here, like a little spotlight, which illuminates the area, the working area in front of you. I'll show you that here. Hopefully you can see it. Again, just handy. We do like the 0M technology that is built into the cleaner head, and we're going to take a closer look. This is the underside of the cleaner head. I've taken the little plate off the bottom so we can see in here a little better. To do that, actually, I just used a quarter, and there's 3 little locks here. You just give a twist, it comes off pretty easy. Now, we can see inside here, this is the tangle-free brush roll. It's got very stiff bristles, and it's also got these kind of fins. I believe that these are designed to keep the hair from binding up too tight against the brush roll. Now, inside here, you've got a comb. And that comb is actually attached to the cleaner head. It's not a part of the brush roll. And as the brush roll moves through it, and the bristles move through, it's actually kind of combing off the hair from the brush roll. And the idea is that that hair then moves here and up the suction channel. We're now going to cut a clip in here where we put down short white pet hair and long black human hair on this carpet and ran the 0M cleaner head over it, and we'll see how well that technology works. In that last clip, you can see that the hair was picked up well by the machine, that the bulk of it did not end up on the brush roll, and that fortunately it ends up in the dust canister for disposal. Now, in that clip, we also took an extra few minutes of vacuuming after we first looked at the brush roll. And the reason behind that is that 0M technology is supposed to continually remove hair from the brush roll. So if you've got a little bit of hair on there, supposedly additional vacuuming will remove it. I think we could see that it removed more of it, but not all of it. So basically, I think 0M technology does work. It works fairly well, but it isn't perfect. The vacuum has a fairly low profile here, and that allows you to get under low furniture. The other thing is we find that the vacuum steers quite well. It's got a swivel steering here, and I'm going to show you that from the stand-up position. And you can see how easily that cleaner head turns just with a twist of my wrist. Now, I have found you get a little bit of snow plowing, meaning it when you turn it, you still get a little bit of forward motion, but that's because those back wheels are slipping a little bit. They are rubberized, which does give them better grip on a hard surface, but it's still pretty good. Now, I'm also going to do this with the vacuum turned on. So you can see how well the unit really does steer. We like that the vacuum is really easy to empty. Now with a lot of machines like this, you have to disconnect the wand, take the handheld component over to a garbage bin, and open up the dust canister there to dispose of the debris. With this unit, the dust canister actually comes away from the handheld, so you don't have to disconnect anything. You can just push in a couple of little buttons here, and the dust canister comes right off. Now you can take that over to a dustbin. It's got a little button on the front. Press that in. Bottom empty, debris comes out, close it up again, and it pops back on pretty easy. One other thing about the dust canister on this unit is that it's not too small. I mean, it's not huge or anything, it's not like a full-size upright, but it is a reasonable size. It has a capacity of 0.8 quarts. Now over here we have the Shark Vertex cordless and the Shark Rocket cordless. Both of those guys have a dust canister capacity of 0.34 quarts, and they're quite a bit smaller. We performed a cleaning test on this low pile carpet. Now we created our own debris. It was split green peas, chili flakes, flax seeds, and ground up Cheerios. The idea behind that is to get a debris that's from very fine to kind of a medium size. Now we placed that down in about a 5-foot long row, and we ran the vacuum over it in about a 10-second pass, and we calculated percentage pickup. In that carpet test, the Shark Rocket with 0M technology achieved 98.0% pickup by weight, and that's pretty good. Now, we have seen better. The very end there, in the green unit, the Shark Rocket Pro, the same test gave us 99.9% pickup, which is really, really good. This is the Shark Vertex cordless. That got 99.4%, so they did outperform this unit here. However, we have seen certainly numbers that are lower. We've done this test a lot with stick vacuums. We've seen a number of them in the low 90s, so 98.0% is very respectable. We performed another cleaning test, and this time it was on a hard surface. We've got tile, and we'll show a clip from that test. Pickup on our tile surface was really good at 99.6%, which is almost everything. It's nice that the vacuum has a respectably long power cord. It is 30 feet in length, and that's about the same length you get with, say, a full-size upright. Now, it's handy because if you're, for example, cleaning a large area, you don't want to run out of cleaning reach, you don't want to have to unplug the machine and search around for that next power outlet, so 30 feet is actually pretty reasonable. So those are some of the things we really like about the corded Shark Rocket with 0M technology. Now, there are some things about this machine that we don't like, and you can see those in our video entitled What We Dislike About the Shark Rocket with 0M. Thanks very much for watching.